Hey, what's up guys? Get ready for a wild ride through some of the most mind-blowing sci-fi movies that literally predicted the future. Seriously, these films saw what was coming before it even hit the radar. From AI to space travel, they nailed it in ways that are low-key kinda spooky. Let's dive in. Alright, first up, we've got 2001, A Space Odyssey. Kubrick wasn't just making a space movie. He was predicting a world where AI, like HAL 9000, could turn on us. And guess what? Fast forward, and we've got AI assistants everywhere. HAL was warning us about machines that could think for themselves. Creepy, right? Next, we've got Blade Runner. This movie is legendary. It showed us a world where humans and robots, aka replicants, live together. Fast forward to today, and we're talking about CRISPR, gene editing, and robots that look more and more like people. This movie's ethical dilemmas are still so relevant today. Are robots people? Can we just create life? Deep stuff. Minority Report. Now, if you thought predicting crime was just for comic books, think again. Minority Report showed us in a world where tech predicts crimes before they happen. It seemed futuristic back then, but now we've got AI-driven policing, facial recognition, and data systems that are actually used in law enforcement. So yeah, this movie was like way ahead of the game. The Matrix straight up asked, what if we're all living in a simulation? Sounds like some crazy talk, right? But now, we've got virtual reality, AR, and even the concept of the metaverse. Plus, it warned us about tech enslaving us. I mean, we are glued to our phones, so who's to say? Back to the Future 2. Marty McFly went to the future in Back to the Future 2, and he saw flying cars, self-lacing shoes, and video calls. At the time, it was like, yeah, sure. But now, flying cars are in the works. We've got self-lacing shoes. And video calls, those became way more normal. Star Trek is like the granddaddy of future tech. Flip phones? Yup, they basically came from the communicators on the show. Tricorders? Today's smartphones can do some of that stuff. This show didn't just entertain us. It inspired real tech. So next time you see a phone, remember? Star Trek called it. The Jetsons. Speaking of the future, the Jetsons had flying cars, robot housekeepers, and video calls. And while we don't have full-scale flying cars yet, that we're pretty much there. The Jetsons gave us a peek at a future where tech was just so convenient. And guess what? We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Gattaca is a dark take on genetic engineering where people's lives are determined by their DNA. With CRISPR and genetic testing now a reality, we're seeing how real this future might be. Gene editing? It's here. And this movie had some major warnings about the ethics of messing with our DNA. Okay, Her is one of those movies that feels super emotional and futuristic at the same time. It's about a guy who falls in love with his AI assistant. At first, that's like, whoa, weird. But now, with virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant getting smarter every day, it's not so far off. Are we gonna fall for our AIs in the future? Who knows? Let's not forget the Terminator, where AI decides humans need to go. Skynet is basically the evil genius of AI. And though we're not quite at world-ending levels yet, the idea of AI turning against us is real talk. As AI keeps growing, this one's definitely a cautionary tale. In The Island, clones are made for organ harvesting. Sure, cloning humans is illegal, but advancements in cloning animals are real. And this movie raises some major ethical questions about gene manipulation. Watch out for this one. It's got some serious what-if vibes. The Truman Show. Finally, we've got The Truman Show. Well, not strictly about tech. It predicted a future where people are watched all the time. And guess what? Reality TV, social media, and constant surveillance are pretty much here. This movie gave us a look at privacy in the digital age. It's kind of freaky how accurate it turned out. Sci-fi movies aren't just fun. They're freakishly good at predicting the future. Some things are already happening, while others are just around the corner. Whether it's AI, genetic engineering, or virtual realities, these movies have got us thinking about what's coming next. Who knows? Maybe the next big prediction will come from the next big movie. Keep your eyes peeled.